Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning. We'll let folks pop in for a minute here. Lots of folks in the waiting room. All right. Should I dive in, Emily, or should we give it a minute for folks? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good morning. Welcome to our Best of FotoFauna coffee break this morning. My name's Louise Mistel, and I'm Executive Director at Sky Island Alliance. And I have with me today Randy Saraglio, who is a longtime SIA supporter and volunteer, and happens to be a big fan of Sky Island Alliance and of wildlife cameras. He's got some of his own work in that arena. So we will be hosting today, and today we'll be looking at some of the hundreds of wildlife photographs that were submitted to Sky Island Alliance through our FotoFauna program, and all of you are going to help us pick the favorites for this year. So we've got some really fun photos that we're excited to share with you. And we want to say thank you for being part of this community that's working to understand and protect the remarkable wildlife of the Sky Island region. It's so wonderful to have a community like this where folks are joining in to help monitor wildlife. And we couldn't do any of this work without our volunteers and our partners and donors, folks like you who are part of making this happen. So thank you. And I also want to acknowledge, I'm coming to you from Tucson, which is the traditional lands of the Tohono O'odham Nation and the Pascua Yaqui. And these cameras that we're going to look at photos from are spread all across the Sky Island region, where there's more than a dozen different Native American nations that have called these places home. So just want to acknowledge that we're working in these spaces. So let me tell you just a little bit about FotoFauna. Oops. All right. So our FotoFauna program is a community-based wildlife monitoring network studying important indicator species in our region to inform conservation. And so we want to use this information, of course, to help protect open space and corridors that many species depend on. We are watching where wildlife are active each month, which is important in terms of seasons and following trends in the distribution of these species over time. While our FotoFauna checklist focuses on 28 species this year, all species observations recorded on continuously running cameras are welcome. And so you'll see some species today, some bonus species where folks submitted photos of critters that aren't on this list, but that we're also interested to know where they are in the region. So some fun photos. I'm just having a look at this wonderful tile of all the different species we're looking for. So here's a look at where generally across the region we're looking. FotoFauna merges wildlife cameras that are operating 24/7 across the region to measure the monthly pulse of where species are present and where they're absent. So far, the cameras reporting in have received 201, we've had 201 different cameras reported monthly with the monthly checklists, and that's just since we started the project in October. So we're hoping to continue to grow this project. And it's a wonderful way to engage folks all across the region in understanding what's in our backyards and who our neighbors are here. And really importantly, this project FotoFauna is being powered by 18 conservation nonprofits and parks and a growing number of individual volunteers. So all these entities you see listed here are participating in the program, which is really wonderful. Some of them are managing their own protected lands, and this is helping us get a really great picture of the region and wildlife in the region. And lastly, a special thanks to Wilberforce Foundation and the National Park Service Southwest Border Resources Protection Program for their investment in this community wildlife science and our FotoFauna program. All right, so we are going to move on into the real show of of voting and having a look at these amazing animals that live with us here in the Sky Islands. So these photos were selected by our guest judges across 19 different photo categories. Picking the category names, I think, was quite fun. The photo competition was open to all contributors, so anybody who is submitting a list, a monthly checklist through FotoFauna, including staff of partnering organizations who maintain their own FotoFauna cameras. And the judging was done blindly, so we didn't know whose camera the photo was coming from. So as we go through for each category, there are 3 finalist photos that you get to take a look at. We'll view each individually, and then I'll put up a slide so you can see them all together, and they will be labeled A, B, C. And then we'll pop up a poll for you so that you can select the best photo in each category by voting with that poll. And then we'll have a winner, and we can all applaud the winner. If we have a tie, both finalists will receive a prize provided by Sky Island Alliance and the FotoFauna partners. And if you experience any technical difficulties during the voting process, please let us know in the chat window at the bottom of your Zoom screen. My cat in the other room is feeling left out. So the other thing is, if you have questions, feel free to pop those in the chat window as we go along. And I think that's it. You'll see who sponsored each of these categories, which is wonderful. We had a lot of help going through these photos. So with that, let's get started. So our first category is Best Long-Ranging Species, sponsored by the Arizona Trail Association. And here's our first photo. I'm pretty sure this kitty is crossing safely under a road, which is very good news. So we've got a mountain lion here. Wow. It's always fascinating to me what we capture on camera that critters end up doing right in front of the camera. So this is a nursing white-tailed deer. Pretty girl there.
Some animals have no shame.
And this looks like a pack of wolves. No, I think it's coyotes. It's definitely coyotes. These guys have some really cute eyes. All right, so those are our 3 finalists. And now here they are all together. Tough choice.
That's tough.
And you should be getting a poll. There it is. All right, we'll give you about 20 seconds here. So don't think too hard.
Now, can I lobby?
We're not allowed to vote, dang it.
Is there going to be fraud here? I called Rudy Giuliani before this started just to see if everything was on the up and up.
All right, counting down. I see folks still maybe typing. I can't, it's a mystery. I thought I would see a ticker tape of who's running fast against who, but I can't see.
Okay, about to announce the results here.
All right.
Ta-da!
Oh, Mama wins.
Pretty close, though.
Yeah, that one was a tough choice. All right. So
yeah, that's an amazing piece of. And this is what's so great about wildlife cameras is we can actually study wildlife behavior and biology without actually interrupting what they're doing.
That's true. So congratulations to M. Bethel for that win in the category of long-ranging species. All right, next up we have Very Berry Pictures, sponsored by Sky Island Alliance, because we have to have bears, of course.
Oh my goodness. Come on, that ain't fair.
Got some very cute baby bears. That's pretty tough to beat. Oh. Look at this big guy.
Yeah, I get a lot of wet bears on my cameras too, and there's nothing happier than a wet bear. Look at the smile on that guy.
And then we have this guy out at night going to some water, it looks like, up in Sholo. So we do have folks contributing from outside the region, which is very cool. All right, are you ready? Here they are all together. Tough choice again. We'll see if we can overcome the pool of baby bears.
Yeah, right. I know. Jeopardy.
I should have brought some animal noises while you vote.
Okay.
All right, it's a slam dunk that time.
As expected, the very cute baby bears by Miguel E. Take the cake on this one.
Bien hecho, Miguel.
All right. Our next category is candid coati. Hopefully you've all had a chance to see a coati. And if you haven't, there's a lot of great photos of them from wildlife cameras. This fella's out at Saguaro National Park. It might be a gal. I shouldn't assume.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's kind of big, but.
All right. Oh, we've got more babies. Look at those guys. Ooh, more babies. Uh-oh.
Well, that's the thing about quaddies, you know, unless you get a quadrimundi, you're almost always getting cute little guys along with the others.
You know, I've been forgetting to share fun facts with you all, and I have lots of fun facts about wildlife that the amazing wildlife team has put together. And Randy was just saying it's usually the females together in groups, but sometimes there's a lone quadrimundi, as they're called, that just the solitary males that tend to hang out separate from females.
Male lives are so tragic.
All right, let's do the vote. Here's your options.
I have one camera that I've renamed the coati cam because of the troop of coatis that passes in front of it on a regular basis.
All right. We got our votes in. Ooh, The Troop of Babies by M. Bethel. Once again, slam dunk.
The little cinnamon buns.
It's hard to beat those cute babies.
It's hard to beat.
All right, next we have fantastic felines. So I'm going to put my feline ears on.
Now I got to tell you, she put these on last night to try it out and just really freaked the cat out. Like our cat, like froze and stared at her and then backed off, and you know it really had quite an effect.
It was a fun experiment. All right, so we've got a couple of different cats here. Ooh, we've got a first mountain lion. Look at those pretty kitties.
I'm partial to skinny pumas.
And let's see, mountain lions can be called puma, cougar, mountain lion, or panther. And did you know they can clear 14 meters in a single bound? That's pretty impressive. And hopefully they're not behind you doing that. All right, next we've got this guy. Look at those ears. So bobcats, this is bobcat. They're quite solitary, and males have a range of about 25 to 35 square miles, whereas females are smaller ranges, about 6 square miles. This is really a backyard camera, I bet, somewhere in Tucson.
Excellent.
All right. Ooh, got another gorgeous mountain lion here.
Man. For some reason the trees make him look bigger.
Looking very, very dapper there. All right. Here we go. Your choice now. Fantastic felines. Which will it be?
It's neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Can we vote for all of them, Emily?
I'm
Yeah,
afraid not.
D, all of the above.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, it was close. So the bobcat, the gorgeous bobcat, wins this one.
Bob the cat, punching above his weight here. Pretty good.
All right. All right.
It's good light in that book.
Yeah. All righty. Next, we have Best Winged Wildlife from Pollinator Quarter Southwest, sponsoring this one. Ooh, what's going on here? Looks like another baby.
Feed me, feed me.
So this is a pair of roadrunners. Ooh, and here we have a gorgeous Cooper's hawk. Lovely.
Got the red eye in there.
Yeah, we see these guys a lot in our backyard.
Yeah, they nest like right down in the corner.
Okay, and one more. Wow, look at that.
Now, to me, this is a really impressive action shot here with the shadows and everything. That's just fantastic.
So this is a pair of mourning doves caught in perfect action. All right, ready to vote? Here we go.
I gotta say, this is probably the best three. If you count all three, you know, I mean, those are all really good.
Great action shots, getting the birds mid-flight.
It's another close call so far with the voting, with 73% reporting in.
Wait, is there a late blue shift?
Can't
yeah.
vote twice. Can't vote twice.
The blue wave is moving around, but we have 91% of the votes in.
Ta-da.
Okay, and
Okay, The Cooper's Hawk by Jay Rohrbaugh gets this one.
Nice. Way to go, Jim.
That was a lovely photo. All right.
Wait, did we count the mail-in ballots?
No, we're
No?
moving on to
it's
skunks.
too soon for that, Randy.
All right, Stinking Cute Skunks, hosted by Sky Island Alliance. So featuring some of the beautiful skunks in our region, and we have 4 different skunks here in the Sky Islands, which is all the skunks in the United States, which is amazing. Oh, got a fuzzy buddy here. This is a striped skunk. Ooh, another fuzzy buddy. This is a different species though. This is a hognose skunk, and if you look closely at the nose, you can sort of see the hognose. It's got a particular look to it.
Look at the schnoz on that guy. And I just thought he was Italian. No offense. There you go.
And this is a pair of hooded skunks looking like they're messing with the water infrastructure.
Yeah, look at that. Trying to pull the pipe out of the ground.
Oh, skunks are tough. They're all very cute.
Very
They're some of my
clever.
favorites. So the hooded skunks here at the end are found throughout Central America and Mexico, with their northerly range in the Southwest, including Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. So these guys are some of my favorites. All right, shall we vote? Stinking cute skunks.
Wow.
I don't know. It's a tough choice.
Flip a coin.
Skunks have the best tail floof, I have to say.
Okay, we're reaching high voting rates here. Going to end the poll in a second.
Wow, the hooded skunks take the cake here in the pair.
I guess 2 against 1 was too much.
Yeah, mischievous little guys.
Well, it's cool how they're both so different. They have such variation, you know.
Uh-huh.
No one would think that those are the same species, except there they are together.
All right. Our next category is Starlight Sightings, featuring nocturnal animals, sponsored by International Dark Sky Association. Oh, look at those eyes. My goodness. So this is a screech owl. And next we have some deer chilling with a rabbit. Funny things happen in the dark.
Well, the one deer looks like it's actually looking at the rabbit like, who invited the bunny? What?
All right. Oh, and then we have the badger, one of my favorites.
Jeez.
So badgers are generally nocturnal, but they can also be seen during the day, which we might see later in this voting presentation. And they tend to be in more remote areas with less human development. And they can have mini burrows actually that are connected by underground tunnels. And they're just really cool, in my opinion. Okay, but now I'm waiting it for the badger. They're all gorgeous.
Oh, they're out.
Now you get to decide which one you think is the best.
And I'll just make sure there's 3 deer in that bee shot there with the bunny. So it's like, I don't know, they're having a party or something.
I think the bunny's holding court, maybe. It's one of the really fun things about the wildlife cameras is getting to peek in on these critters at night that, you know, doing their business that we don't normally get to see.
Okay, a couple more seconds. Most of the voting has been done. Here we go.
Okay, the screech owl takes the cake.
Nice.
Yeah, those are some pretty amazing eyes there. What a great shot. All right, what do we have next? The funnies, yes. Brought to us by Borderlands Restoration Network, featuring animals that make us laugh. All right, buckle up.
Laughing already.
Yes.
Now we've all probably had some experience with this little robber.
Almost, it's almost there. Can you see that it's
so close?
reaching its tongue out as it's getting so close? I can almost taste it. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we've got a smiling javelina.
Man, that is one of the happiest little javelinas ever. I think that one posed for the 3 Little Javelinas cover.
Yeah.
I think I saw it on the cover of that book.
So javelinas have pretty poor eyesight, but they have really good sense of smell and hearing. So maybe this one gave up and closed their eyes in front of the camera and is just going by their nose. It seems like normal javelina behavior.
Yeah, we think he's also potentially scratching himself on the rock.
Oh, yes.
No wonder he's
So
smiling.
that is a face of pure joy.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on there.
All right. And next we have the bathing badger.
Living his best life there.
This has been the picture of the year around Sky Island.
He's got the prima donna face. Must you photograph me while I'm bathing?
All right, you guys ready to choose? This will be a tough one. The funnies. Who will it be? The raccoon reaching with hand and tongue? Or the belly up badger?
The mapache ladrón.
Okay, most of the votes have been cast. Last few seconds.
Oh, the raccoon takes the cake. We might see more from this raccoon.
Yeah, that's just great. You know, you see their tracks all the time, and that little hand is just like, yep, there it is.
All righty. Next up, we have Parent of the Year, brought to us by Wilberforce Foundation, featuring animals that show us what being a parent is all about.
We wouldn't know.
No, we wouldn't, but we do have a cat. All right. Wow, look at these little guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baby quail. So within the covey of quail, which is a family group of quail, mixed parenting is commonly practiced, rearing chicks of other pairs. It takes a village, doesn't it? When you have that many babies at once, especially. Oh, back to these guys. Mama came to help.
Mom's got longer arms, apparently.
Looks like they might succeed.
They're getting there.
Mischievous raccoons. All right. And the third one is our bunnies here, desert cottontails. Taking a moment. It's like mom or dad finally got to sit down without baby on top of them. All right. You all get to choose.
Look at those quail. It's like sweeping up feathers in a windstorm. How do you keep track of all them?
By
I mean,
mixed parenting, I think.
You know, I think, you know, science hasn't proved this yet, but I think quail can count. I think they can actually count.
All right. Parent of the year. Okay, we've got a winner. It's the quail. Wonderful.
Morning.
Congratulations to PJ Cicero. All righty. What is next? Oh, next we have tail envy. So featuring animals with glorious tails, brought to you by Sky Island Alliance. Here we go. Wow, look at that
Well,
tail.
that's predictable.
We've got a ringtail here. These are the state mammal of Arizona because they're gorgeous and cute. And their long bushy tail usually has 14 to 16 black and white bands. Very fancy.
Now this springtail looks like it's saying, did you get the tail? Did you get the tail? This is my good side.
It's a nice pose. Okay, whoop, we've got our Kawadi friends back. Kawadis do have great tails.
Up periscope.
Up periscope, yes. And last but not least, a foxy friend. This is a gray fox. That tail looks like it.
Wow, it's such a great angle. I mean, you don't usually get that good of a look at the tail there. You know, that's impressive.
So foxes are gray fox is the only canine able to climb trees. They scale tree bark while hunting for prey or escaping nearby predators like bobcats, owls, hawks, and coyotes. They're pretty nimble, these guys. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tough tail choice. It's up to you guys. Oops, yeah. Stripes, foxy, or Kawadi stripes. Lots of stripes.
Mm-hmm. That's tough. Next time I want to see some lizard tails in here. I'm gonna try to work through some speciesism here. These are all mammals.
Right.
Tails. Okay, the gray fox takes it.
Yeah, that's just really beautiful.
It is a positively decadent tail that fox has.
Captured that black stripe right down the middle.
All right. Next up, we have Best Selfie, brought to us by Tohono Tool, featuring animals that know how to work that camera.
I think I'm in this one.
This is a Cooper's hawk.
Hi, how are you?
Who else do we have? Ooh, white-tailed deer. We have here in the Sky Islands the smallest of the white-tailed deer subspecies. They're coos deer. And look at those eyes. Another bobcat. They're very photogenic, these kitties.
Yeah, it's funny because the bears will come right up to your camera and rub on them, but the bobcats stay just a couple inches away, but they're still like out of focus. I get a lot of shots like this too, like totally out of focus because they're just right on top of the camera, but they're not actually touching it.
All right, tough choice. Nice. Man, those eyes.
I know, it's the eye contact. It's really compelling there. Kind of hard to pick. This is well curated. These are good candidates.
I think people actually all told went through some 700 photos.
Oh, no wonder. That's a lot of work.
All right. What do we have?
Ooh, close.
Beautiful bobcat wins there, but it
Yeah.
was close. The white-tailed deer is a close runner-up.
Yeah, look at that.
All right. Best play date. So brought to you by Sky Island Alliance, featuring animals enjoying each other's company. Oh, these guys look like they're having fun. These are some coyotes. No, gray foxes. These are gray foxes?
No,
They're coyotes.
those are coyotes.
Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute. Yes, coyotes. Thank you, Megan.
I think they're doing capoeira.
Maybe.
It's got some real movement.
Whoa, we've got a rabbit in the air.
Further proof that rabbits can actually levitate. And again, not proven by science. I'm no scientist, but you know, I mean, this is really, is that rabbit ascending or descending? That's what I want to know.
Some cottontails here having
Wow.
quite the time. And here we have some white-tailed deer.
Again, that one looks like it's scratching on the tree, maybe, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. They're having a good old time, these
Something.
ladies.
Either that or it's just about to pounce on the other one. I'd like to see the video that follows.
Yeah, it's a mystery. It's a wildlife mystery. All right, you get to pick. And while you pick, I'll tell you that cottontail babies are born blind, naked, and helpless, but mature quickly so that they're able to venture off within 2 weeks.
And levitate. The dirt is kicked up there. It's really hard to tell what happened there with those rabbits. I'm not at all sure what's going on there.
It's another amazing camera capture.
I mean, wow.
All right. What do we got? Yes, the cottontails take it.
Oh, yeah, no chance against the levitating rabbit.
Congrats to Tucson Emily. That is an amazing photo. All righty, what do we have next? Best camouflage. Brought to you by Sky Island Alliance, featuring animals that blend so well into the background. So can you find them? This one took me a minute before. Can you see it? We have in here a Montezuma quail. Actually, three Montezuma quail. Okay, so I found, oh, there's the second. Oh, I see them all.
Okay.
I don't know if I can point with my arrow. Can you see my arrow? Here's one. Here's another. Here's the third. I don't know if
Yeah, two of them are in the shadow off to the right. One's actually catching a little sun there under the prickly pear.
These guys are always fun to run into hiking because you get right up on top of them and then they go bursting out of the vegetation and scare the bejesus out of you.
Yeah, it's a good stress test for your heart, you know, make sure everything is.
Yeah, so they like to sit still and hide and then urgently fly away when you've almost stepped on them. All right, this one's a bit cryptic. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a roadrunner, kind of middle of the photo there. And then one more fun one. Oh, bonus creatures. Oh. Oh, I think we've got some cows interloping in the back.
Boo. Right.
All right.
Oh man.
On to the next one. Here we've got, can you see them? Two different gray squirrels.
Only two?
Just two, I think.
Sure there's not one hiding back there in the dark.
Blending in with the rocks. There's one up there above the tree trunk that's down.
And clearly these are flying squirrels. That one is definitely off the ground.
Someone's practicing for sure. All right, best camouflage. Which cryptic critter are you gonna pick? A fun one.
I think the cows are actually better camouflaged than the roadrunners. Totally missed that the first time
Yeah.
through.
My goodness, there's good fun facts in the chat box too. All right, we have a winner. It is the very beautiful Montezuma quail in
Yes.
photograph A by B. Rosso.
I think that's appropriate because they actually are, you know, purposefully camouflaged and very good at it.
Cool critters. All right. Next up, we have Coolest Coyote, brought to you by Wilberforce Foundation, featuring these wonderful, very photogenic canines expressing themselves. Here's our first one. Ooh, this coyote's seen interesting days there.
Yeah, I've seen some action. That's
A lovely side profile.
I saw that guy in a James Bond movie. Blofeld.
All right. Oh, hello. This coyote has something to say, I think.
They're huggable, right?
That's a very probing look.
It's a very problem. This coyote definitely looks huggable. All right. Ooh.
That's a proud looking coyote right there.
Very nice. The word coyote derives from the Aztec root coyoto, or trickster. I'm not sure I said that right. Hopefully I did. Coyote. All right. What do you think about these tricksters? Who are you going to choose? They are really pretty critters.
You know what we should do? We should offer a prize next. Oh, well, not me, you. She's the boss. Offer a prize next time for the first person who gets a coyote and a roadrunner together.
Yes.
That would be the grand
We've
prize.
been discussing the importance of this photograph.
Meep, meep.
All right. Who's it gonna be?
This is tough.
Oh, A by Ann Hutchinson.
Yeah.
That is an amazing face that coyote has, and what a look.
Been through the wars and still kicking.
All right. Next up, we have Spooky Shots, brought to you by Sky Island Alliance, featuring animals practicing for Halloween 2021. All
Really?
right, brace yourselves.
Goodness.
Hide your children. Here we go.
Is this going to be scary? Whoa. I ducked when I saw that.
This is an Arizona gray squirrel coming right at you.
Extremely
The
aggressive.
squirrel is done with this camera.
Squirrels are highly dangerous.
All right. Whoa. Look at those teeth. This is another javelina.
Now, the first time I looked at this one, I thought that the javelina had a frog in its mouth. No, those are giant tusks. Those are not frog legs.
Very large tusks. It can be dangerous for sure. All right. Ooh. We have a desert cottontail. I think I saw this cottontail on Monty Python.
Now, again, you know, their eyes go red like that just before they levitate.
Okay, you get a pick. So the Arizona gray squirrel, who's attacking the camera, they are almost eligible to be a threatened species, but they're not yet because there isn't enough data. So this is a data deficient species that we've been capturing on different cameras and getting in through PhotoFauna. So it's really a great reason to keep collecting this kind of information.
Let me know if you need a petition.
All right.
Or a listing or a lawsuit.
Okay. Who's it gonna be? Yes, the squirrel takes the cake. That is quite the candid squirrel shot.
It looks like it's pretty much leaping right up on top of the camera or just running up the tree that the camera is attached to, I guess.
Okay, next up we have Who's There? Or Bujos, brought to you by Sky Island Alliance.
More owls.
Bujo is owl in Espanol. So featuring wise and nocturnal owls. Oh, this owl is so amazing. It's making a reappearance. We've got a beautiful screech owl again here. with amazing eyes.
So I just want to brag that I identified this owl without the book. Is there a bonus credit for that? Do I get extra credit?
You get a
A pat on the back. All
It's
right.
amazing.
That's
All
good enough.
right. And next we have another screech owl, just having a bit of a soak, I think.
Yeah.
A bit of a relax.
I didn't know they were. It's just waiting there to ambush.
Maybe.
The little mice when they show up.
Maybe it's got a plan.
Yeah.
And then we have a great horned owl, a big guy,
Yeah.
majestic owl.
So obviously you need a much bigger tank for a great horned owl. Pull them in.
Yeah. And our screech owl friends, we'll let you all vote here. Our screech owl friends, Western screech owls nest in tree cavities. And in the Sky Islands, we often see them nesting in swallow holes, which is why it's important that we have all different kinds of snags and habitat for these kinds of animals that nest in tree holes.
And yet another reason why the Sky Islands are the coolest place on the whole planet, because we got owls living in cactus. Okay, so make a note of that.
All right. And the great horned owl takes the cake. Miguel, nice. Lovely shot.
Otra vez, Miguel.
Excellent. All right. Next we have Most Casual, brought to you by Wilberforce Foundation, featuring animals showing their softer side and being themselves. Ooh. First up, we have a Gambel's quail, looking very floofy and lovely.
I think you need a best dressed category for this guy. Man.
Looking majestic.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a very dapper white-tailed deer here. Let's see, fun fact about mule deer. Males grow antlers during the summer and fall and shed them in the spring. And the rate of antler growth changes throughout the year in accordance with length of the day. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. All right. I get, and now we actually have mule deer. Yeah. I'm reading you the mule deer return white. These guys were too cool. They've showed up again.
Oh, okay.
These are impressive antlers. All right, your choice. Most casual.
Most casual.
Slash best dressed.
Preening quail. We got the party deer. We got this guy with the blonde eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a lovely face. That coos deer. All right, the quail takes the cake. The Gambel's quail by Mitty. Wonderful. All right, we've got a couple more categories here. So this one is Lights, Camera, Action, featuring wildlife in motion, brought to you by Sky Island Alliance. Ooh, family of raccoons fording the river.
Some more raccoon vocational training here. We had the bird feeder before, and now we have the swimming lessons.
Yeah, and this is the San Pedro River. A very special place in the Sky Island region. Oh, back to the hummingbird feeder action. We've got some lesser long-nosed bats. That's a gorgeous shot.
Yeah, cool.
Very nice. Lesser long-nosed bats can reach flight speeds up to 14 miles per hour, and they migrate long distance to follow seasonal cycles of fruit and nectar and night-blooming cactus. And they love hummingbird feeders. They love the nectar that people put out in their feeders.
And they'll drain it in one night.
Oh, back to our roadrunner friend. We've got a hungry roadrunner with a lizard here.
That looks like spiny lizard, maybe, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's a really nice shot of the coloration on the side of the roadrunner's face.
Yeah,
it's
really captured the markings.
By the eye there, the eye stripe. Okay, you all get to choose now. Who will be your favorite for Lights, Camera, Action? Man, those bats just, I think maybe we're influencing the vote here.
Well, I don't know. This is a tough one here.
Tough
This
one.
is, again, one of our strongest categories here.
So many great photos. It's interesting how the raccoon's tails are just kind of floating up on top.
The kids need a flotation device.
All right, it is the Bats that take it by Jane Dixon.
The ghostly bats.
Yeah. Ghostly gorgeousness.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I believe this is our last category here.
Okay.
Picture Perfect, brought to us by the Arizona Sonoran Desert Museum, featuring photos that show us the beauty of nature and wildlife in their best light. Oh, look at these guys. Oh my goodness. So these are white-tailed deer bucks sparring.
That's impressive. Do we know what watercourse that is? Somewhere in Mexico.
I do not know what watercourse that is. If anybody else does, pipe in.
It's in the Huachuca Mountains.
Oh, the Huachucas.
Ah.
Lovely. All right. Next up, we have a Cooper's hawk.
Yeah.
Coming in for landing or taking off?
We'll just show off a little more next time, will you?
Lovely guy. In Cooper's hawks, males are significantly smaller than females and tend to be submissive to the females. So they're in charge of building the nest, providing food to females and offspring, while the offspring are in the nest 90 days until they fledge.
Smaller and submissive. Never heard of such.
All right. Oh,
Wow.
and last but not least, we have a very gorgeous mountain lion. That's just, wow. Look at those fuzzy feet and that big, strong chest. My gosh.
Looks like it's crouching ever so slightly.
I think this cat knew exactly where the camera was.
Boy, this is the third one from Coronado Memorial here with this great light. It's a nice set right there. Beautiful background and dappled light. Man, it's really, that's a good camera location right there.
I think this is their camera actually right by the visitor center.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
So when you're in there, you look at the glass and they have that water source right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's cool.
time to hang out in the visitor center more. All right, this will be a tough one. Tough choice. But it's you all get to choose. But I really want to vote.
Little thumbs on the scale.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So inspiring, all these beautiful animals that are all around us. I love the sneak peek. All right. Who's it going to be? Oh, the mountain lion by a mile.
Oh, look at
The
that.
gorgeous mountain lion by the Coronado National Memorial.
Man, that is a
Yeah.
robust adult puma right there. Very good looking animal.
Tough to compete with that one. Well, that's all the categories that we have for you today. I was kind of hoping there would be more, but I'm at the end of
Well,
the sheet
I
here.
mean, next time, best dressed for sure.
So I want to say thank you for joining us to vote today. I hope you had some fun and enjoyed seeing these animals. I know for us at Sky Island Alliance, all of the wonderful animal photos we've been seeing all year long have been really important inspiration and just really near and dear to our hearts to get to see all these animals living all around us in the Sky Islands. If you're not part of FotoFauna and this was inspiring to you, it is open to everyone to join. So you're welcome to join as an individual or as an organization if you're in that position. And we look forward to seeing everyone's submissions in the future for FotoFauna. We'll be continuing this in 2021, and we're going to have a whole lot more photos next year to go through to do a best of. So look out, we might need some help judging too. We will also be continuing coffee breaks in the new year, so keep your eyes peeled for that. In January, we'll be kicking off our 30-year anniversary as an organization. having a look back at where Sky Island Alliance has come from.
30 years.
I know. Where does the time go?
I think I've been around for almost the entire 30 with Sky Island Alliance, so that makes me really old, doesn't it?
Maybe. And we'll also be taking a look at Aravaipa Canyon and what we're up to there and some of the amazing plants and animals that live in Aravaipa. Hopefully, if you had any questions along the way, you were able to plop those in the chat box. Wildlife or regular? The FotoFauna is a wildlife camera project. So if you're interested in joining, I don't know, Megan, if you can plop the link for we have a whole web page about FotoFauna where you can go take a look and see what's required of, thank you, Megan, of how to join and how it works and what you would need. And we're happy to help you. So feel free to be in touch if you want to join the program. With that said, I think that's it, unless there's anything else. I'm looking at Emily that I've forgotten to mention.
Well, I would just like to say that in my many, many years of volunteering at Sky Island Alliance, it's become so near and dear to my heart, but I'm also a huge fan of the executive director and just everyone else who's worked there over the years. And I just want to thank Louise for taking leadership on this organization. I volunteered for Sky Islands long before I ever met Louise, and now she's the director. So life has a lot of funny arcs to it, but it's so great to see the organization doing new things and going in new directions and still doing great work after all this time.
Yeah, thanks to the great team we have. And I actually started as a volunteer, so volunteers are our lifeblood.
They wouldn't hire me.
All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed all the wonderful wildlife, and happy holidays and happy new year. We'll probably won't see you till the new year, so take good care. Go watch some wildlife and enjoy yourselves.
Happy holidays.